Hey girl, hey, Dana Lynette here. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. In today's video, we are giving a 4-year lock update. Now, I think today will be a talking video, and I will later on in the next week or two, hopefully, upload a video. A picture / video footage update of the journey over these 4 years. But for now, I just kind of want to update you guys and chit chat with you a little bit and let you know how life has been through the journey. So I did a video after I hit 1 year. It's one of my more popular videos on my channel. It's called something about 6 lessons learned during my first year locked, or first year with DIY Microlocs, or something like that. And one of the things that I talked about in that video was my suggestion to people starting out on their microloc journey is to take braiding and banding seriously. And I stand on that here 4 years in. I guess when I look back over the journey, if there is anything that I would have done differently, there's probably a few things, but that is one of the main things that comes to mind. I jumped the gun. I stopped braiding and banding before I hit the 1 year mark. And I truly recommend that if you are newly locked or about to lock, it's not a joke. Don't play games. Braid and band your hair when you wash until you hit about the first year. And the reason for that, I told you guys, and I have shown you, I probably won't go through my hair right now, but I have shown you some of the bunching that I have. And I think the biggest issue I have with my locks right now is that a lot of my ends are fat ends. At least half, probably over half of my locks have fat ends, which can present challenges when you're trying to interlock, because the roots are small, but then when you have a fat end and you're trying to get it in there for your last couple of rotations, that can present a challenge or stress on the hair. So at some point, as my hair gets long, I'll cut off the bottom 1 or 2 inches of my locks, and that should take care of the issue with the fat ends. But I stand by braiding and banding is important, at least for your first year. Once you hit your 1 year mark, then make an assessment as to whether you feel like your hair is locked enough, whether you're in the clear enough that you can wash your hair without braiding and banding and it won't bunch up on you. Food for thought. I guess what I want to talk about is how locking my hair has changed my life over these past 4 years. So I finished installing my DIY Microlocs December 3rd of 2020. Today is December 8th, 2024. And so from that time, especially after the first year, after my hair locked, life has just been easier with locks. I have been a loose natural since about 2014. So from 2014 to 2020, so about 6 years, I was just a loose natural. And that was a blessing for so many reasons. One, stopping the chemicals of relaxers. That stuff is dangerous, y'all. That stuff is dangerous. So that was a blessing. And then it kind of set me on this journey of embracing my natural beauty and not feeling like I need to alter my hair in order to be beautiful. And that mentality and mindset is serious. It's like a stronghold ingrained in a lot of minority women, in particular African-American women especially. It's ingrained in us, and a lot of us are in denial about that. And I'm not saying every Black woman, but I'm just saying, like, for me, it was a real stronghold. And so recognizing that I didn't have to alter my hair with dangerous chemicals in order to be beautiful, not concerning myself about conforming to society's beauty standards, but accepting my hair in its natural state, set me on a journey to self discovery, self-love, self-appreciation. I mean, it really unveiled or brought to the surface a lot of things that I didn't realize were there in terms of image issues. And so going natural was that. But then when you step it up and I went into locking my hair, that was like another level of it. So there's levels to this thing, right? There's levels of self-acceptance and so on and so forth. So when I went loose natural, I wasn't altering my hair, but what I was doing, I was covering it a lot with wigs and weaves and braids, crochet braids, and other protective styles. And it wasn't just occasional, but it was a reliance on those things. It was in excess. And it had to do with more of those identity issues that a lot of Black women deal with, and that I was dealing with, that I dealt with at the time. So locking my hair kind of took me to another level of, and part of it was identity issues, but part of it was just the work that went into getting my hair the way I wanted it to be, to the health level I wanted it to be, to look the way I wanted it to look. It was just a lot of work in terms of the wash day routine, the detangling, you know, the weekly and daily routines of all the products, and listen, hair reverting and using heat, and it was a lot. And so coming into the lock game and getting on this lock journey was, like I said, a different level of that growth. And so previously, before locking my hair, I actually didn't like locks. I did not like the look of it. I don't know if it was too natural or too Nubian, because I had that the mindset of society in terms of beauty standards, but I didn't care for locks. And then I discovered Microlocs, and the women here on YouTube that I was seeing who had Microlocs, they were just so beautiful. I mean, they were beautiful. Their hair was beautiful. Everything about it was beautiful. And so I started delving into that, looking at more people, discovering more people. And I don't know, it was like there was a shift in my brain. And I began to see locks as beautiful. Microlocs, sister locks, small, tiny locks in particular. And then I started seeing traditional locks as being beautiful. And there was just a transition in my thinking. I went from a very limited idea of beauty to a more wholesome and holistic idea of beauty for all. There's different kinds of beauty. And I recognized that, you know, us type 4 naturals with kinky, coarse, coily hair is beautiful. And I don't say that now because it's the right thing to say, but I say it because I mean it, like from my heart. Like when I say I see the beauty, I see it. Let me pause here for a minute and tell you guys, I'm on here talking about my 4-year journey, but this actually is not all of my hair. My locks have, you guys have seen my past couple of videos where I've added some curly hair to the ends. So my lock stops about right here, and then this is loose. It's a human hair blend, so it's basically human hair and synthetic hair together. And I did that for a different look. I don't think I want to put braids over my locks anymore. That's just a whole lot of hair, and I don't want to deal with that. But adding hair to the end gave me a different look. And so anyway, I'm on here in my 4-year video, not really showing you guys. And so hopefully whenever I take this out, which I'm not sure how soon that will be, I'll be able to put the picture video together and then show you guys where I am. But my hair has gotten some length. All right, this is really chatty. I hope you're still here. If you're still here, hit the like button. What else do we want to talk about in this 4-year update? If you guys have questions, put them in the comment section and I'll definitely get on here and answer your questions. And so the beauty of my Microloc journey over these 4 years, I'm talking about fuss-free living, y'all. Fuss-free living, like the amount of time, the daily consumption of time that my hair took. It was a lot. At least the weekly investment into my hair was a lot of time. And so with locks, that's just not the case. If I want, like I like this. This is a braid out. I just took my braids out this morning, and these curls are gonna last me at least all week. And then if I don't feel like washing my hair, then I'll have a looser wave the following week. But typically I like to wash my hair once a week, so we'll see. But that's it. I mean, you know, I lay my edges, tie them down before I get in the shower with a little edge control. Actually, I wash my edges in the shower if the edge control is building up, in which case then I will reapply when I get out and tie it down. While I'm getting dressed and doing makeup, then I can be out the door. It's very simple. There's no detangling. There's no hassle. It's not a ton of products. Speaking of which, let's move on. So yeah, so fuss-free living. The other thing is, when I was a loose natural, toward the end of my loose natural days, coming up on my locked days, I was beginning to learn about, kind of educate myself on how harsh a lot of the chemicals in our beauty products, and we're not gonna talk about food because that's horrendous too, but there's a lot of endocrine disruptors that cause health problems in women, you know, estrogen levels and all kinds of things that, endocrine disruptors. You can do your own research. And it's stuff that we're slathering on our hair, like on a daily basis. So I'll begin to read labels. You know, does it have no parabens, no sulfates, no phthalates, no petrolatum and stuff like that, harmful stuff. And so I began to invest in those products. But here's the thing: when I went from loose natural to locking my hair, I don't need any products. You know, I know a girl who, she's a loose natural. She washes her hair with apple cider vinegar. She didn't even buy shampoo. Now I use shampoo, but I use Castile soap or brands that don't have junk in them. But I don't use creams. I'm not using a lot of conditioners. I'm not using serums and gels. I'm using the edge gel right in the front, and that's in the shampoo. And then of course I color. I don't know if you guys can see my gray hair. I color my gray hair ever so often, but it's not like a daily onslaught of chemicals. And wash day is not like this LOC and LCO method. It's not that. It's just like water. like when I go to bed, I'm going to put my hair in a bun on top of my head. I don't usually sleep in a bonnet. I like my hair to just be out and airy as much as I can. So unless I have a specific reason for wearing a bonnet, I don't wear one. So I don't generally sleep in one. So I'll put my hair in a bun on top of my head, go to sleep. I'll wake up and, you know, if I get in the shower, wash this edge gel out, get out of the shower, slick them down with some fresh, tie it down while I'm getting dressed, then take off my scarf, shake my hair out. If I want to put a bobby pin in it, put a bobby pin in it and go. I'm not adding anything except maybe some oil to my scalp. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm less concerned about harmful chemicals because I'm not putting products in my hair. It's beautiful. What else? One of my motivators for locking my hair, in addition to hair freedom, you know, just this fuss-free lifestyle concerning my hair, was I wanted to have long hair. I've always wanted to have long hair, but my hair would never go past my shoulders. And if it began to touch my shoulders, usually if I dared step into a salon and see it, you know, they were cutting it, not even trimming it. They was cutting hair off. And so maintaining length was just, it seemed impossible. Maybe, you know, if I had a better routine, I don't know, but my routine was already routining. It was a lot in that routine. And so with locks, I could do practically nothing to my hair, and all it does is grow and it retains the length. And so y'all know how long locks can get. If not, go to Google or your favorite search engine and type in long sister locks, long micro locks, or long locks in general. And you click on images and you will see how long people's hair grow. And so my hair has reached the length now to where, okay, you see the curl, you see the lock, so about where my fingers are. It's just, oh, I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I'll put some footage on the screen of the last time I took a video of my hair without the extensions on the end. So, what else? Hair freedom. So I told you guys that due to my failure to braid and band consistently once I reached about the 6-month mark, maybe even sooner than that, I have fat ends because of bunching. So the ends are fat and I don't like that, but other than that, things turned out all right. So we're good. with the bunching. It turned out all right. So I think the overall lesson, and probably the most beautiful thing that I've gotten out in these 4 years, or have experienced over these 4 years, that is one of the biggest and best pros to having microlocs, having locks in general, is just the self-pride. I don't mean that in a negative connotation, but I can have pride in my own hair, and there's not that shame and the obsession to cover or to alter my hair in order to be acceptable according to societal standards of beauty. Like, no, I don't care who doesn't like locks or who doesn't like the look of my hair. It's not going to impact and make me make unnecessary and drastic changes like I used to. And so I'm just comfortable in my own skin or my own hair, and that's a beautiful thing. So I encourage anyone who seeks a very easy, fuss-free life and just hair freedom, jump in the pool, jump out, rinse out the chlorine, you good. And it's just beauty. I encourage you to take the plunge. And I understand not everybody needs to have locks, and I get that. But for those of you who are thinking about it, I don't think you'll regret it at all. So if you guys have questions, leave them in the comment section. We made it to 4 years. We here. Yeah. I'm excited. So stay tuned, and I'll try and get a video with images or pictures and videos. Thanks for watching.